Okay, what I'm going to show you is something very straightforward and basic inside my garage here. You got two gas logs standing on the market right now. Vented, vent-free. Vent-free costs twice as much as vented, basically because all of the heat stays inside the house. Where vented means half the heat goes right out the chimney, and you have to have a chimney for a vented gas log. You cannot use them inside your house without a chimney, unlike vent-free. Vent-frees can be run off a propane tank with a standard barbecue grill regulator. It's on every American barbecue grill there is. So what you got to do is get an adapter. Generally, the barbecue grills will have a 3/8 inch flare to 1/2 inch pipe thread connection on it. Then I want to show you what to do with that. I went to Maysville, Kentucky last night to see the extent of the snow emergency and ice emergency. Most people there still do not have power. So your furnaces ain't going to work because obviously there's no electricity. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll show you something real simple. That should work. Instead of blowing yourselves up trying to jerry-rig stuff in your house, take a $3 adapter from Lowe's, screw it into the side of the gas log. Notice I'm not even tightening this up. I recommend you do tighten it up, but the fact is, you've only got about 7 pounds of pressure coming out of this. Hear that? You can cap that off with your thumb. Not much pressure. Okay, screw that right into the gas line fitting. I'm not even going to tighten this up with a wrench, but you should. Open the gas valve. Usually these old gas logs have to be a couple years old. Don't like the light, so I will use a torch usually. Hit the power light button. Wow, actually went really easy. Make sure it stays lit if it's a couple years old like this one. Once it lights up and stays lit, you can let off that power light button. That's what I expected. When they get old, they don't like to stay lit at first. One of the safety features built into them, which is good for you. Once it stays lit, you're in good shape. Alright, it's staying lit on its own. You have to let the power light button and it's still burning. So basically, you just turn the gas valve on. Instant heat for your house. The thing is to make sure if you look at the placard staple to it, this says vent-free. That means all this heat can stay inside your house. You can set it on your kitchen table like this if you want. This one had a nice thermostat came with it. The new ones have a thermostat built right into the front of them. You don't have to mess with the external wire or anything like this one was. You notice there's no power cords going to them because they make their own piece of electricity from the igniter head here. Basically, this is instant emergency heat that anybody can do inside their house as long as you buy the vent-free gas log. It's important you buy the vent-free model. Oh, one other thing you notice if you go to the major department stores is on the bottom of these you will have a switch for natural gas or propane. Switch it one way or the other, because you can't run natural gas on propane, no more than you can run propane on natural gas. Switch it to the right setting, and you can run propane. Now this is as complicated as it gets. Get a carbon monoxide detector too. This is completely safe, vent-free heat. 34,000 BTUs heat up a 900 square foot house in about 2 hours. Keep it around 75, 80 degrees. Beats the heck out of sitting there in 30-degree weather when you don't have electricity for days at a time.